Hey guys, it's Jason coming to you from my home shop here in Napanee, Indiana. My hand's feeling a little better, so I feel like I'm gonna get out here in the shop and play around a little bit. It's been really hard getting stuff rolling again, guys. It just takes time, and you know, you gotta be patient sometimes, and that's hard. So what I think I'm going to do today is I'm going to work on the LS a little bit. Here, let me move this over just a pinch. We'll work on the LS just a little bit. I'm going to dress it up a little bit. There's some spacing on the front end of the engine for the water pump and whatnot. So I'm going to try to just slap some of the parts on it that are going to go on it, and then get that measurement so that I can get some pulleys coming and whatnot. So I got a water pump to put on. I have an alternator to put on. There's a couple coolant lines I'd like to get on. There's a couple plugs in the engine I'd like to get put in. I'd like to put the carburetor on it, coil packs, you know, make it look a little more finished. Maybe even the headers too. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do today. It sounds fun. It sounds like something I can do with my fingers still kind of working. It's looking a lot better, guys. It's we're now just past 10 weeks post-surgery. It's a lot flatter. I can manipulate it. I can do things with it. It's still about two more weeks before it's back to like full strength. But the big limitation I have right now is the healing of all the trauma that happened with it. So let's get you over here and on time lapse, and let's slap some stuff on this motor and get it looking a little more complete. Oh, how about a run around of the motor real quick right now before? Let's do that. So as you can see, it's just a bare long block. There's nothing on it. It's just looking real good though. I like it. But I'd like to just put some parts on it, especially up here in the front, so I can get some measurements on pulleys. But yeah, that's what we're starting with. Let's see if we can dress it up and make it look more like a go fast engine. Of what we got going on here anyway. That looks pretty darn good. You know, I think that's going to go pretty good. Hey guys, I got everything bolted up. There's some things that aren't going to work. These coils up on top of the valve covers, that's just not going to work. I mean, they run right into stuff. And it's probably not a great idea anyways, because I'm probably going to have a lot of heat in those headers. But I think they look really cool. I think it came out really cool. I think it looks really cool. Another problem I got is this steam port is definitely hitting that, so I'm going to have to redo the steam port. The steam ports are essentially an attempt to bypass the thermostat that's down in there. So they basically just run right straight to the radiator, and they kind of just let water go by. I got the water pump on. I got the alternator on. I got this all set up so I can at least get some measurements to get my spacing aligned right. I do need to get the power steering pump over here. Oh yeah, I also don't like how this thing's spaced up. There's probably going to trap a big old air bubble right there. I'll probably just replace that sensor with a different sensor that's the right size to start with. You know, maybe get like a Rife or something. But yeah, other than that, I'm pretty happy with it. The throttle body's on there. I do have a 2-inch spacer for the throttle body, but I don't have long enough bolts, but I don't think that's going to cause any issues. So we'll just save that for another date. Yeah, this is why you mock stuff up. So you find the problems while it's sitting here, and you're not trying to call an audible while you're stuffing it in the car. So yeah, I think I'll get some different valve covers on order, and maybe a different stand for the coils to be remote mounted. Just mount them like out back, like on the firewall or something, or down, you know, down underneath. I'll probably get different steam ports so I can connect there, and a different sensor, and then I can start getting that front end stuff on its way. But other than that, I'm really happy with it. I think it looks really cool. I think that's going to look really cool hanging out the front end of the Elko. But yeah, the thought is to make it look like more of like a small block Chevy, and I think it does with this water pump and with the balancer and the alternator on this side. You know, your return from your radiator is low on that side, like a small block. Your exit to your radiator is up high and going to that side like a small block. The power steering pump's going to be over here, kind of like a small block. And then if I hide the coils, if I move the coils down below, you know, it's kind of got that old vibe to it, not necessarily like a new EFI engine. I love these headers, by the way. Those things are going to look amazing hanging up out the top of the hood. Well, no hood, but yeah. I think the engine looks really good. I think I can move on to the next phase, which is correcting all the things I didn't know before I had an LS, which is, you know, the valve covers and the steam ports, and, you know, just little things like that, the sensor. I think I can get that stuff on the way, get the power steering pump and bracket on the way, and I think I can start getting the pulleys and whatnot on the way as well. But yeah, I think that looks cool. What do you guys think? Think it'll do a good burnout? Okay. Well, guys, I think that's gonna be it for today. My finger's absolutely just throbbing right at the minute. Yeah, I'm just getting back to it. My finger can only work for so long before it just is not approving of any more work. Yeah, I think it came out pretty good. I think it's going to look pretty cool. I think there's some things I still need to fix, but that's why you mock stuff up. I think I'm going to call it a day, guys. Thanks for watching. Stay tuned. We are going to stuff that in the Elko real soon. It's going to be really cool. I think it's going to add a lot of power and do a way cooler burnout. So, yeah, until then, keep watching. That's going to be cool going in the Elko.